Right. It's Wednesday. It's December 15th. I'm just back from the gym. It's like 40 degrees outside. Beautiful Carolina weather. I'm doing a 1-year review of my 2020 Ford F-150 XL with the STX package on it. All right, so I got this 1 year ago today, and I've had a year of problem-free driving. To date, I put 10,207 miles on it, so I'm well under the 12,000 for the year. We just took a trip a couple weekends ago to Florida. Put 1,200 miles on it, and it did great. I have the 2.7 liter EcoBoost. I've had no problems with the engine. Plenty of power, even though it has a smaller displacement. We did the same trip a year ago in my old 100, and it had the Hemi 5.7 liter. It was only a 2-wheel drive. It did have the double cab, but we were getting about 16 miles to the gallon all the way down there, I-95 South. Even though it is a 4x4, we were getting 21 miles to the gallon, which is very impressive. The Ram took or required 89 octane. And this runs perfectly fine on 87. It's probably a wash considering the gas prices today, but still, they'll even out. And if I was still driving the Ram, I would have spent an arm and a leg more to go down to Florida. The upgrade to the truck, I put this rock deflector on it. I have put the mud guards, the splash guards here, which is great just to keep the rocks and road grime and everything off. The running boards came with it. I put the rear splash guards on as well. I put the wheel well liners because before you could see straight through to the other side, and I didn't want to see the frame or anything. I think it just kind of blacks it out, gives it a nice look. I did put on the F-150 stickers, and I've had no issues. It went through the whole summer. Now we're in the winter again, and they haven't come off or faded or anything like that. They're very secure on there. They're not coming off at all. I put on also the shock for the tailgate so it doesn't slam down. Easy. I've done videos on all these installations, but this is a very easy installation, and no problems whatsoever. A lot of people say that these tie downs didn't come with their trucks, but mine did. I have 2 more. They're kind of blocked by the truck box, but that box is a carryover from my Ram. But those tie downs came with the truck itself. I did put in the floor coverings. They're not WeatherTech. They're another brand, but they work great. Keep the floor completely clean. We had the dogs in the rear of the truck, and I was able to vacuum out all the hair real simple. I put in this storage container. I probably need to tighten it up again, but this thing worked great. I mean, it's empty now. I put all the stuff in the truck box, but when we drove down there, both dogs laid in this, and they're French bulldogs, so they got into this thing real easy, and they laid down. They slept most of the way, so this was great. Keeps the carpet clean. It's real easy cleanup. I also got them for the front, and they're molded. What are these called? Max liners. That's the name, Max liner. Amazon. I think they were like $50. So I got the fronts and the rears. It's also on the driver's side as well. And probably the last thing I did, I put the catch can for the engine, and I probably collected about, I don't know, probably a half a cup worth of crap that would have been otherwise deposited back into the engine. I'm going to pop this open. I'll see what's in there now. I'm about to do another service. I got to take it up to Ford, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. I put the JLT catch can on it. This thing was, I think, $150, maybe $129 at American Trucks, and it was real easy install. It took me about 15 minutes. These 2 lines, no big deal. Let's see what's in there. All right, that puppy was on there pretty good. You could see the trip down to Florida. It's collected a decent amount of shit in there this time, so I'll have to drain that out and see how much I got. But probably altogether, the 3 times I've drained it over the past year, I've got about I don't know, probably half cup worth of shit that would have been otherwise redistributed back into the engine. So I think it's worth it. The last modification I'm going to do that I really can't do myself, I just don't have the tools to do it, is a level kit. I've wanted a level kit the whole time I had this truck. I put a level kit on my 2007 GMC Sierra, and I love the way it looked. This one is even higher. It's higher in the front and the back because it's a 4x4. They say if you have an FX4, you have the max tow package, which I do not have. You probably need a 2 to 2.5 inch level kit to make it level because you have heavier duty suspension and shocks in the rear of the truck. But this one is a 1.5 inches, and they say all the forums say that that'll make it completely level, and you'll be able to fit a bigger tire on there, maybe a 305 or something like that. That'll be able to fit on the stock rims, because I do like the stock rims. I don't want to get new rims right now. There's 275 5520s on there. Maybe I'll get like 305 5520s or 295s or something like that, something to fill up the wheel well once it's leveled. All right, so I guess in closing, 10,000 miles and problem-free driving is really no big deal. These trucks should probably go hundreds of thousands of miles. If I'm in 7 or 8 years, I still have it, and I'm doing a 100,000 mile review, and I'm still having no problems with it, that'll be something to hoot and holler about. The only thing I would say, in the time that I had the Ram, I had that thing back in the shop probably 4 or 5 times for different recalls, software updates, you name it. It was always a pain in the ass to have to go down there. A year with this and nothing. I had one problem with the auto stop start, but it was a 2-time thing. I was driving into work. I was coming up to a stop sign and a stop light. Right as I was pulling up, I had my foot on the brake. I was almost stopped. It turned green, so I took my foot off the brake. I go to hit the gas, and the thing just shut off completely. And it told me to restart the engine. So thankfully, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. There was no traffic out there. I was able to restart the engine, no problem, and I continued on to work. That happened one other time, and it hasn't happened since. I do turn off the auto stop start every day. It's just a thing I do now. I know there's things that you can do to turn it off completely, but I don't want to rip out the dash and install some parts. I don't want to put a thing in the tow, put like a device in the back, make it look like I'm towing. Or, I don't want to disconnect anything. I've seen all these videos about people disconnecting shit under the dash and everything else. I want the truck to work as it's supposed to work. It's no big deal for me to push a button. But otherwise, it is a great truck. I can't speak to the 2021s. I mean, I specifically wanted this one. I like the way that this truck, I like this body style. I like this color. It could not have worked out better when I was able to find this vehicle. So 1 year in, great truck, 10,000 miles, no problems. If you're looking to buy and now a used one, I would say go out and get it. The 2.7 liter is a great engine, plenty of power, and I can't complain. So I love it. Anyway, all right, that's a review. I got to go take a shower and go to work. All right, thanks.